What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Now, this is a video, a topic that I've been wanting to do for a while. And why doesn't the South have any heroes? When I'm talking about the South, I'm talking about here down south in the South Coast area. And I'm finna be touching on the harsh truth of it. I really am. I'm finna be touching on some things that gonna make people mad, that's gonna get people pissed off at me, that's gonna want to say some shit when they see this video. And the honest to God is, honest to truth, hey, you know, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Problem is, and I don't know how long this video gonna be, but I really want to touch on this subject because there's a reason why us down here in the South, why we need to stop championing the fucking bullshit, stop doing what the hell we're doing, why we need to wise up, smarten up, and grow the hell up. And I'm 28 years old. Look, I seen a lot of shit, done a lot of shit, going through shit, even those around me, to really speak on this. And the problem is, it's us here in the black community. It's us. Alright? There's a reason why we don't get fucking respect. There's a reason why people look at us like a joke. And I'm finna name some shit. I'm finna say a lot of shit. And some of this shit may end up getting me killed, but so be it. But this is how it is. I've been in this game long enough. You don't know what the fuck I know. And some of you like to say, oh, you talking like you know and shit. Look here, motherfucker. It's because I do know. I've been through it. Those that say some shit, those are fucking blind and don't want to see the harsh truth of reality for what it really is at all. Let me get to it. Why doesn't the South have heroes? When I mean heroes, I'm talking about black heroes, hood stars, trap stars type, right? People that show what they can earn with their wealth, people that help put others on, people that help actually give back like they do up north. Now me, I'm originally from up north, from Montana. Now I've been down here since the age of 2 years old, so I pretty much and practically grew up down here and down south. That's all I really know. I consider myself a southerner. Now, I have New York in me. I'm a New Yorker at heart. Those that are from 70s New York know about the original pimp era. Know about the original pimp era. Going into the 80s in New York was the cocaine era. You had some street hustlers, some real street cats. Those that wear the Doogie Road chains and stuff. The big pieces, the heavy gold chains, man. From Queens to Boston to Brooklyn, Boogie Down, Bronx, Queens, you name it, Long Island. The cats that we hear about, we never get to, but you know, we don't get to see them anymore. Even going into the 90s, throwing off hookers off rooftops. You want to try it, you're gonna come up here to the rooftop, start popping. Which was the heroin era. People were doing heroin, shooting up. Pimp C said it best. There ain't no real niggas down here in the South, especially from Atlanta, Louisiana. Talking about pushing weight, what y'all ain't pushing? Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of damn fags. Y'all ain't about shit. And the problem is that a good majority does come from Atlanta and Louisiana. Especially, you know, Louisiana, they funny style. Just like them boys down there in Alabama and Georgia, they funny style, man. But we'll get to that, and I'm gonna go step by step. I am, and I'm finna name drop somebody real fucking heavy to let you guys know this dude ain't who you think he is. And this is on some real street shit, what I'm about to get into with people that I literally know, people who I'm connected to. It's time that you guys realize something, man. So down here in the South, growing up, we have nobody that gives a fuck. We have nobody that likes to give back. We have nobody that wants to point out the problems in today's youth. We have nobody that wants to try to help put people on, because when we're trying to come up, we see the next person try to come up, right? Well, we look at them like a threat. So we want to start fighting, even though we don't know this individual. We want to start fighting. So we're quick to get our boys who ain't really our boys, who won't do anything. But when it comes down to that drug or some measly bullshit money that we see somebody else getting, right, by selling crack at a time, but then kind of steer away from selling because they're doing. So we find it as a threat. So we want to go stop them. We want to go kill them. All we do is we take, destroy, take, destroy. We don't like to have nothing nice down here in the South. Those that come from the Midwest and up north, from the Midwest, East Coast, and East Coast, is true about us down here in the South. We don't like nothing nice. We destroy it. We are slow. We do talk about bullshit at times, man. Most of us that talk about trapping ain't trapping. A good majority of us that look like we live in the shit, we ain't, because we're no more than just doing the shit. You see what I'm saying? Because there is no dealers. We're not really pushing weight. There's very little real actual drug dealers in the South. Matter of fact, they actually gone. The majority of them say, man, fuck this, I'm retiring. Or those that got locked up and switched their business over to something positive once they got out. Because the truth is, when you hear about those that are rapping about it or saying it, the truth is, man, the harsh truth, reality is, no one's selling down here. We're drug users. We're drug abusers. So the only heroes that we have down here in the South is the neighborhood crackhead. The neighborhood crackhead, man. I don't think you hear me. That's all we got down here, is looking up to the crackhead. We want to be like him. That's why all the music that you hear come out the South, known as mumble rap, why it sounds like shit now, is because my generation, we failed today's kids. They're the reason why they're Xanax lean babies. Why they sound retarded. Because we failed to give them an education. So all they know is doing drugs. All they know is about lying. We taught them that. Because we were so caught up in the streets. We were so caught up in heroin. The last real fucking era of shit going down was really in the 90s down here in the South. We were banging and killing each other over $5 and who has the next drug that we can do. Well, then banging died out. Let's get into banging. Banging died out. Everyone down here is false claiming. There ain't no real gangsters down here in the South. No. There ain't no real fucking murderers. And no, there's murderers. I take that back. There's people that are killed, but there ain't no real shooters. There's no real shooters. We just pump faking about it down here. And some that have really came and went, and are very little of them were really about it. Me, I happen to be one of them that did make it out. I was about mine. But you know what? I'm even at fault because I also was a user myself. Yeah, I use drugs. The truth is, I just wanted to get away from shit that I experienced. And a lot of it ended up causing me to have bipolar depression, suicidal depression, Down syndrome, blackouts, and mood swings. So we have no real niggas down here in the South. None. I consider myself as real as I can be. Going into that is that we're jealous of you all up north. That's why you hear about a lot of us riding up north for catching one of you all and popping one, because we don't like that you guys are doing better. We don't. We don't like it. Hell, we even kill one of our own because we don't like that this person is getting high and we're not. I want to do the drug too. So I'm going to kill you over this measly pound of drugs or dime bag. We're so fucking lost that, hey, I'm going to kill you over a quarter and $1 or $5. That's how it is. And the good majority of us don't choose to have education. We don't. The good majority of us pump fake about it. Some of us choose to go down a better path. Again, not too many of us can. You can count that on one hand, literally. This is what this channel is about. It's about growing. That's about growing your expectations that society set you in. Be awoke. Literally be awoke. And being awoke is a very scary thing because I'm not talking about all the meditation and crystals. No, that's that fake community shit. I'm talking about really being awoke on some things, man. Pimps down here ain't no fucking real pimps anymore. Everyone is saying that pimp they all uses. Like dirt balls, man. I can't explain it. Look grungy as hell. Holes. Holy shit. I can't explain it, man. But the last of the real pimps and myself was put onto that game before, believe it or not. I knew some older cats. They knew me. You know, they all passed away due to health issues from last time I heard of. And that's how it is because we down here in the South, we don't properly take care of ourselves either. Because we have no guidance. We have no one to show us. We have no one to point us into a right direction. We have no one to say, you shouldn't be doing this. This is what you should be doing. And it's true, down here in the South, we are not financially smart. We don't know what to do when we have money. You know, and I touched on that pretty heavy on one of the videos on here that say why the government shutdown is not real. Because when we get money down here, regardless of whatever it is, either from, really, majority of it's from selling our stuff, stealing our work checks, or income tax checks, that's what we get. We ain't get no money from off selling drugs. No. Man, we're faking about it when you hear somebody say that. Yeah. I'm being honest. And what we do with our money, we rather than it being focused on catching up on bills, rent, food, and our kids, we want to spend it on some rims and drugs and a lot of liquor. You know, alcohol is a drug, actually, believe it or not. So we really rather go towards spending it on drugs more than anything so we can get high and go to the club with those drugs and spend our money that we're going to need next week or to the next couple of days when we know shit is going to be due. And that's why we are a lot of crackheads. There's a lot more crackheads and a lot more actual homeless people down here in the South than you actually realize because we're not financially smart. We don't know what to do with the money when we have it. That's why, you know, we blow it on what we do. A lot of us, you name the drug, that's what we do. One of the last drug closed, the biggest one that happened, it was years ago, man. Like, I don't know, I forget how many years it was, but I was like elementary school at the most, go in the middle school. There was a trailer park literally where I stayed behind that, or used to, where now there's a Goodwill and a car wash at. Well, it was a meth lab, man. The whole place was meth lab. People were doing and cooking up meth and killing each other over meth. And we get jealous so fucking quick. And this is the next thing. We get jealous. On my old Facebook page that got disabled because people were reporting me and stealing a lot of my gameplay footage that I was doing. I have a homie, KO the Knockout, and Greedy Boy from Huntsville, Alabama. They peoples is hooked up to most of my peoples, if not the majority of them, to a street scene from Young Bucks, Cashville street scene up in Nashville. And we were in the business of doing something with Little Pat from Trillville Records, right? That was part of Wevy's label. And a lot of us are mainly blood and Crip connected. The majority of my homies were Bloods. Pat his blood. Pat was on the up and coming and rising while Boosie was locked up. And this is why people need to stop praising Boosie. Boosie is a bitch. He's a bitch made nigga. He pump fakes. He ain't about what he says, and I want you guys to pay attention to the story. He's a jealous nigga. Yeah, he's fucking jealous. He didn't like that Boosie was on the up and coming, so he ordered a hit on him that got some of my people down in Huntsville hit for no apparent reason. So Boosie got killed. No, Boosie got Pat killed. Boosie tried to pin it on Pat's father. A whole investigation went crazy. Then this conversation took to Facebook between me and my people, and we were really talking about it, going into detail. Now at this time we didn't have screenshots. I wish it did. I would be happy to put them in what we discussed and everything that was shown of proof of evidence in this video. Sadly didn't have it. And the main majority of it is that Boosie was jealous. During that time, he ripped over Young Buck. So by the time Boosie got out, because he did a bit more time before that murder, Webby stopped fucking with Boosie because Webby put Boosie on. Well, if you take a look at Webby, he a crackhead too. He's literally heavy on drugs like that shit. So they don't fuck with each other anymore. Why money and drugs got in the way, along with jealousy. Right? Take a look back at what Pimp C said. Pimp C and Bun B were the last real street hustlers of the South that really said some shit that pissed a lot of people off, but people respected it because they got a Rolls Royce before they were famous. They had New Yorker blood in their heart. Alright? Well, they want to sit a lot of people down who have problems with each other. We still got problems with each other. But it took Pimp C to pass away and UGK to kind of really break up after that for us to settle, but there's still that maintain of jealousy. Well, once Boosie tried to do a show, Buck got word. He fucked over Buck, and Buck, he was connected to Pat. Well, a homie of mine's named Ki, he heard about this. Now, he ain't no street cat himself, but he heard about it, and several of his homies who were connected with Buck. Boosie had to pay and check in Nashville and down here in Columbia and pay money to certain people for him to perform several years back. So he's still on bad terms. He's always going to be on bad terms, but if you want to come up here, you got to pay a certain amount of money. And because of that, he got his ass ran the fuck out of where he stayed at in Louisiana. That's why he's mostly now up north in New York. He ain't good down here in the South, man. If you want to come down, you got to pay a fee. Going into it, there's some other shit that took place while a lot of the trill entertainment people went up north, man. Because of the fuck shit they do. In the end, it was about jealousy that went into money, into drugs, and that's why Boosie sounds and looks the way he does. He's too fucked up on that crack he's doing. Webby's been gone off that shit. That's why he don't look too good. The same thing, what I'm about to go in now, I don't know if this should be part of another video. And I do believe it should. Because I do want to point out something, man. So what I want to say is going to be part of another video in the near future of called What Goes Down in the Hood Stays in the Hood / Keep It in the Family. Because we are backwoods down here in the South. But that's everything that I explained is why we have no black heroes, man. It's true about us. All we know is goals in our mouth. Chains. Candy. Paint. We blow our money because we don't like the next person getting high. And if you're doing something that's good, we do want to ruin that. We don't like what you're doing. Because we can't do it or we don't want to do it ourselves. And yes, we do expect handouts. We do expect handouts. So those in the Midwest and from the up north also known as the West Coast and East Coast, say in this video, it's true, man. It really is. And I'm a better person than I once was. You know, I'm still working on myself. And I'm literally speaking out of knowledge of experience, man. I want to be that hero, but I don't want to do it in a negative way. I like to do it through music that I do and the CDs that I do put out. And a lot of people here that are local artists. Hold up. Give me 1 minute. Alright, I'm back. So, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah. So, the local artists down here where I'm at, truth, I'm not going to say names, but I know a good majority of y'all's past, done research, dug around, asked. We rap about it, but we never lived it. A good majority of local artists down here were users and not dealers. Yeah. But me, I want to be in a much more that actual block, hood, star, hero, local, whatever you want to call it. Because I'm not a singles artist. I don't do singles. I'm not a trap rapper. I don't talk about that fuck shit. I'm a storyteller. Those, listen to my music that you guys see me promote on my, that you guys see me promote one of my videos, man. Here on this channel. What was it? The Cheddar Terry Live IG promo video. You guys see the links in my YouTube channel. I'm a storyteller and I like really speaking it. I don't know how to rap. I'm an MC. I like to put out music a lot. Put out physical copies, and down here in the South we still doing CDs. Even though it's a bit hard for us to try to get them out there, and that's why I always do a certain amount of copies. And do something that's more better, even though a lot of people, when I mean better, something that's more positive. Bringing knowledge, just like I'm doing now. This is what I want to use my voice for. What you guys see on this channel is knowledge. Really speak it. And as you see, I do get angry because this shit does sadden me. And now I want to start telling the truth with everything. Let's not be ashamed. Let's live our truth. And our truth is, down here in the South, we're jealous and we're crackheads. And we do pump fake. A good majority of us do. Some of us don't. I'm one of those that don't not get, flex for the gram, fake it till you make it type of shit. But that's bullshit, man. I do like to be me. I am comfortable, with who I am, even though I'm still working on myself and I'm still growing. I'm 28 years old. I know those that may see this locally are gonna have some shit to say, but you know what? You fuckers see me all the time out here in the streets. You don't do shit. But I'm glad I got this off my chest. It makes me feel good, man. We don't have heroes down here in the South, man. For a while, we did steal the New York sound in the 90s when we do music. And now that the tables is turned, now we're getting pissy because now we're blaming people from New York stealing the southern bass sound that started coming in and that was developed down here in the South in the early 2000s. So, again, us in the black community, we are hypocritical people. We are coons. We champion the fuck shit because we don't know any better, and because we also refuse to have knowledge. Again, that ain't for everyone, but it's about everyone, if that makes sense. So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with this video. I'm sorry that I'm getting angry about this, but I'm glad that I got to be able to say now what I wanted to say with this. In the next video, Now I'm gonna take a break, man. I got some videos I do want to upload, but hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out. Phil, let me stop.